I just looked up all the D23 news last night for Disney and all the other properties they've got, and the Pixar one looks. But I'm going to start with the Pixar one for the first off. So they've just announced stuff for Coco 2, which is good. We know they've confirmed that Miguel's going to be now teenage years because now he's grown up since the original. I hope this Coco 2 is going to be like Inside Out 2, like that, how that was. Like, we build up the characters more. So they didn't confirm any new story details. All we know is Miguel's now a teenager, and they're bringing Hector back, so I guess another fiasco is happening in the undead world. So that's coming out in November 2029. For the Marvel news, that's the big one. They showed a Doomsday trailer. I just did a short. You can look it on my channel. It looks really, really good. Fantastic. Everything with Doctor Doom and Sentinels looks fantastic. The Vision Quest trailer looks very, very good. And I like the fact it's kind of a mix of Vision as a whole, like recalling his old memories as I remember and you remember from the past movies. And he's working in a bar, he's having a cinema and replaying his old hits, like his old memories, and it's really cool. You see like the posters for like Thanos, hit Vision. He's referenced there's a scene from Age of Ultron when he killed Ultron, aka his father, and we do see Ultron again in this trailer. James Spader is returning. He's now in human form because, as we remember, Ultron loved humanity. I know he was the anti-Tony Stark genocidal robot, but I think we're gonna see a strange father-son pairing, because they are technically father and son, in a way, because they're connected a lot. And also, we're getting all the past Tony Stark AIs, like Friday, Edith. I think you do see Friday in the human form at the bar doing drinks, so that's pretty cool. Edith's gonna be in this. You see old school Jarvis, of course, from Agent Carter show, which is pretty cool again. Tommy's coming in, of course, all that. Because remember, we haven't seen Tommy since WandaVision. Now he's grown up, and we're gonna see him. Of course, he's Speed, and it looks very good. It has this kind of like Downton Abbey meets Minority Report kind of style to it. Like he's trying to recall his memories, and Ultron's like, "I remember you. You tried to kill me, and we were father and son." So we're gonna see a lot of like father and son, a lot of family drama. Because this is the final chapter of the Wanda family drama, pretty much trilogy in a way, with this and Agatha along. It is very, very good. I like that very much. It comes out in 2 months, and that'll be good. Then they announced Utopia 3, which we knew that was coming on the road. They of course teased it at the end of the second film. We know it's coming back. All the original crew come back, Nick, Julia, and of course the Snake character, forgot his name, but he was great in the second movie, so good. We're getting a third Zootopia movie. Love it. I'm glad this is one of the only good Disney trilogies. Obviously, they also announced, of course, the next two Frozens, of course, because Frozen does well for Disney. There hasn't been a Frozen movie besides in like 7 years, which is crazy to me. And I haven't looked up the news. I don't really care about Frozen, never have. They are actually making a Oswald the movie, like an Oswald Lucky Rabbit movie that's gonna be on Disney Plus in 2027. But then but also on the Pixar side, they show more stuff for Gato. Looks very fun. That's the cat movie coming out next year. They also used another movie coming out called Market of Ghosts. It's got to do with like a ghost movie in a shot. It looks very cool. I actually read about it just now. It looks very nice. And for the X-Men castings, this looks it's actually great. Obviously, we already know that Sadie Sink, of course, is playing Jean. Samara Weaving has been cast as Emma Frost. Kit Connor is our new Summers. But then they announced Maya Bod as the new Storm. Nina Vadi, I forgot his name. The girl from Obsession, if you might remember her girl from Obsession, Vicky from Obsession, is actually playing Rogue. I thought she was going to play Mystique because I was like reading too much. I was reading the rumors a bit online. I don't read too much rumors, but it's confirmed she is playing our new Rogue, and I'm like, after seeing Obsession, I've seen it online, I've seen the reaction videos. I'm like, I'm down for that. I think she can bring that. Like, I think they're gonna start with Rogue making her a villain first before she was a hero, as I remember her. I think we could get like the animated series Rogue with the southern drawl, the big ass red hair. Or they could go the X-Men Evolution route where she's more of a goth. But I think we're going to go with that version. And it's actually been confirmed that Christopher Abbott We'll be playing our new Professor X. They didn't cast a Magneto, so I don't think we're gonna get a Magneto in these first early X-Men films. And the biggest one of all, Adam Driver, that's right, Kylo Ren is returning to Disney now, playing Nathaniel Essex, aka Mr. Sinister. That's right, Kylo Ren is now joining the Marvel Universe. Again, I love that. I know it's another villain role because you do with Kylo Ren, but I think this works. I'm kind of intrigued about it because I just don't. I'm not. Is it really gonna get typecast again as another Disney villain in a big Disney franchise, mainly mega franchise like Marvel, and now here we do with Star Wars. If it was me, I would like to see John Hamm, because remember there was an X-Men panel, a comic where he was actually at a party, and I was like, that could be a good one. But I'm actually kind of like between this casting. I'm like, I like it, but I'm in the middle. It's somewhere in the middle, man. I don't know. I don't know why. But I hope he does a fantastic job. I think he'll bring that sinister and that mad scientist feel. It's going to be very different from Kylo Ren, obviously, but I'm very excited. And they confirmed a new bright yellow X-Men logo. Looked very similar to like the older logos from like the Fox original movies, like the early days when we saw like early days of Eric and Charles and all of those guys. And it's confirmed that it will be coming out May 5th, 2028. So that Ghost Rider hasn't been, that's supposed to come in 2028, and then Black Panther 3, which is going to be in Christmas time 2028. So yeah, this all looks absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to all of these. I haven't looked at any of the TV stuff, like the animated stuff. Obviously, they announced we're getting X-Men 97 season 3 and 4. I think we're supposed to be getting that friendly with Spider-Man season 2 at the end of this year. So yeah, this looks amazing. I am surprised by all of them, especially the Nikki from Obsession as Rogue. I'm like, oh, okay, that's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm down for that. I thought she would make a good Mystique because in Obsession, she was playing this tragic victim and trapped in the body. We all know Obsession by now, but her playing Rogue, I'm like, okay. Sorry, I'm just getting into that feels. I just feel like I can just see that. I'm like, because sorry, I think the actress who played Nikki is just so fun as just interesting person. I mean, oh my god, I just can't get over that one. But yeah, Christopher Abbott, I haven't seen him in much. I heard he was like in Poor Things. But if he can play a good Professor X and does a different version to what we've known from the other Professor X, especially in the movies. Like, hope he does a different version. Same with all these cast members as well. So I guarantee we're gonna see. I think for this X-Men in the MCU, they're gonna start with like what they were in the original '60s run. I know they're gonna get Iceman or Angel, which they were, and Beast, which those characters were a huge part of the original era of X-Men. They're not gonna, because like, think about it, Storm and Rogue come into the X-Men way later in the comics, and also Wolverine does, but they're not gonna cast Wolverine. And also, like, speaking about Wolverine, Hugh Jackman showed up at D23 just on a video call. It was like, I might be in Avengers Doomsday, and Deadpool's making Deadpool jokes to it. Come on, dude, you're making me look bad. They're doing the typical Deadpool and Wolverine banter. So it doesn't surprise me if Wolverine does show up, like an epic moment, like if he raises up, he does like a Wolverine pose, the music starts rising, and we're all gonna start cheering. That's what I imagine. But I think they're gonna save everybody else for Secret Wars. I think they're going to. It makes perfect sense, man. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I kind of dig the X-Men casting. I think it's great. I mean, I kind of knew Sadie Sink was there because we've already seen her in Spider-Man, obviously, and she was really good in that. I know a lot of people I know people are kind of conflicted with how she was portrayed differently in the MCU compared to what people know her in the comics and movies, but that's different. That's a variant. But yeah, after looking at the moments from D23, to me they're important. I didn't care about the Ice Age stuff or Frozen. That's not. I don't care about those at all. Never have. Never will. Zootopia, the Pixar stuff, the Marvel news. I didn't care about Star Wars. I just don't care. I'm done with Star Wars. I haven't been done with Star Wars since 2017. But yeah, everything from the X-Men casting to the Vision Quest trailer, Doomsday trailer, which actually they showed at Comic-Con. Funny enough, it's that same one I talked about it in a short like a month ago when Sue was talking about Victor was this great man. He was used to be different. He was kind, but then he tragically fell from grace. That's the Victor storyline. So I like the fact that Victor Von Doom in Fantastic Four First Steps is the one we saw at the end of that movie, and he's coming into this movie as well. So I'm very cool to see as well, and just everything. It feels like everything's gonna come good. I was expecting I was expecting for an Inside Out 3 announcement because second movie was so good. I thought they announced that. Hell, I thought they would announce a Card 4 because 20th anniversary of that movie's coming like in a month. So I thought, okay, but the Coco 2 stuff intrigues me. I just hope when they first announced it, I thought, why do a sequel? This movie was perfection. But if there's a good story, if this could be the next Inside Out 2 or Toy Story 2, I'd be happy. Because I don't want to ruin that magical movie. Obviously the Ghost movie they're doing, Marketed Ghost, Gato of course coming next year. That looks great. But yeah, I'm very pleased by all the news we've gotten in D23, and especially the X-Men one. The new free ones. I mean, the other 4 we kind of knew were announced. Samara Weaving's Emma Frost, Kid Carter Cyclops, Sadie, and of course Christopher Robert as Professor X. But the other two, Maya Bond and Nina, the Obsession girl. I'm trying to pronounce her name. Sorry, but the Nikki from Obsession as Rogue. I'm kind of down for that one. But those are my quick little thoughts on last night's Marvel on the D23 panel for all the movies, for Disney, Pixar, and Marvel. I am down for all that. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.